If we look 2 or 3 years from now, like what would the E1 series product look like? One holistically, two from a content perspective, and three from a digital perspective, because you're involved in those three topics. So happy to get a little breakdown of that.
Where we try to exist is at the intersection of sport and entertainment. And I think that um, if we can showcase the amazing places we race, as well as cover a dynamic racing product, and reveal the characters of these awesome people in the boats, then we're going to be winning. I think we do a pretty good job of some of that, but what we want to be doing is an excellent job of all of that. So from a broadcast perspective, getting more into the stories of the athletes and starting to build audience affinity with that's the aim. So I think over the next 2 or 3 years, shoulder content that gets into these characters and exposes their relationships with the owners. That's a big objective. From a digital perspective, more platforms and more content, and more collaboration between us, the athletes, and the teams. I think that's the objective on that front.
Interesting. More platforms, you mean more any platform, whether they be proprietary or social media.
That's right. So definitely want to be hitting the VR headsets with awesome content. Definitely want to be making more of a mark on YouTube in the next couple of years, which I think is a really exciting platform for anybody who's creating content or consuming content. And then more on TikTok. Maybe we need to be looking at like Weibo and some of the platforms that are bigger in China as well. So there's there's a lot of platforms out there, and we've had to be very focused in the first couple of years.
Tell us, how do we watch E1? What was the next big event that our audience should look out for, and how to start being engaged with E1?
So first of all, follow at E1 Series on all of the major social platforms. Secondly, go and have a look at our website, e1series.com. There you'll find how you can watch wherever you are. If you're in the US, we're on CBS Sports Network. If you're in the UK, we'll be on ITV. And you can find us on YouTube in loads of territories too.
Terrific. Can we wish you one thing for 2026?
Other than the docu series that I've already asked Father Christmas
Course.
for,
Yeah.
um, I would love. It's too many things, Sam. I think to have another season where we grow at the same rate would be extraordinary. And I'd be really proud if I could be sitting in here a year's time and say that we were growing at the same rate as we have been for the first 2 years, because it's going to get harder.
Nice. Lawrence, thanks a lot. Super fun, as mentioned. If you need a role on the team, happy to join as a support in one of the races. It sounds exciting, and I'm just very keen on actually seeing what a live event looks like on the pitch. It must be a nice mix of great content, great new sport, celebrities. It feels like the right mix for the new audience.